From the ghosts of Old Town, to the giant squid of La Jolla Cove, to the chupacabra of El Monte, California is full of unexplained phenomena. In this series, we will be exploring the stories of close encounters with these creatures that appear to be more than fiction, but beyond our reality. Welcome to the California Cryptid Cast. Hello, and welcome to the second episode of the California Cryptid Cast. Tonight, we have a ghost story. The infamous Screaming Tree in Monte County Park. One of the most famous ghosts in East County. So, with that, grab a drink, a snack, your favorite blanket for comfort, and let's dive in to the haunting mystery of the Screaming Tree. I was lucky enough to talk with a Thomas Wiseman, an East County local who had gone up to the tree when he was a teen. He and his friends decided to drive to the Screaming Tree at the end of summer of 2011, where his life would change forever.
We all needed something to do, and this was a very popular activity amongst the degenerates of East County.
They would drive up in their car.
A green Volkswagen Vanagon. You know, a classic 1970s love bus.
Onto the dirt road known as Willow Road, also known as the 5-5, as it is exactly 5.5 miles long. We will come back to Thomas's story, but first I would like to shed some light on the history of the Screaming Tree. The Screaming Tree is at the very end of Willow Road. There are no lights except for the ones that you bring with you. There's a dried up creek bed nearby, and there's only a few houses spread around the area, home to your classic shotgun-toting rural Californian, the kind that values their property over another human's life. The place smells of horse dung and dry, hot grass. All of this to say, it's the perfect horror movie setting for a grisly murder. Supposedly, that tree is the site of a murder of a Jane Doe who died screaming at the trunk of that gnarled tree. Now, if you drive up to the tree and honk 3 times, you will hear the ghostly shrieking of the young woman who had her life taken from her. Some people have even said that they've seen her stomach cut open and her mouth open in an unnatural scream. There have also been reports of dead animals under or near the tree with their stomachs ripped open and their mouths open in silent screams. Thomas and his, quote, degenerate friends drove up Willow Road to the trunk of the tree. They stopped at the base of the tree. The driver looked to the other 4 in the car. After a long moment, he honked the horn. 1, 2, 3. A loud, shrill wail filled their ears, followed immediately by all the people in the car screaming back. The driver flung the car into reverse and they quickly drove backward at least half a mile away from the tree before turning and speeding down the rest of the road until a cop stopped them.
He informed us that we get a lot of young people down this stretch of road, and we encourage them not to go down this road and to not bother the residents.
So they quickly said yes and drove as fast as legally possible away from the officer. Thomas has never revisited the tree after that. Now, there are a few logical explanations for the tree's screams, one of which being a farm or a slaughterhouse nearby, and the honking was waking up the pigs leading to a guttural wailing noise as they all cried out as they're missing their good sleep. Another, much funnier option to me is an escaped pet peacock, although this option is much less likely as a peacock's lifespan is only 15 years. Whether it be pigs, peacocks, or the paranormal, that is up to you. The screaming tree is now gated off, but people can still go up to it and put wind chimes on it, as currently that is what is on there. Thank you for listening to the California Cryptid Cast. I have been your host, Blaze. Special thanks to Noah Geisler, who composed the music for this. Check him out on youtube.com, Noah Geisler. And if you would like more episodes like this one, check out youtube.com, California Cryptid Cast. This has been a City Time Sound production.
You know, that kind of typical sound.